Yeah.
Well, Dalton, I think it's time to transform to your favorite segment. I think we're time to crown a local legend, and this one is a well-deserved one.
I would agree, but I'll start with a little miniature one. Weston Jardy today. You guys may have seen our Twitter taking on a low county line baseball league action over in Sunburg. Weston Jardy came in 6 shutout innings in relief, leading the Norway Lake Lakers to a big win over Starbuck today.
Clinched a first-round bye in the County Line League tournament for the first time in probably a while for those Lakers, and that's going to be a fun one. And we're going to elaborate more on that next week with a special guest. Don't want to elaborate too much more on that, but
he was the starting pitcher in today's game, as a matter of fact.
But yeah, no, we're excited. We're excited to talk about that more. And Dalton, who is the actual local legend this week?
Going out of Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, Simley High School. He was a Tar Heel down at Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Michael Bush. And he's just been hitting the cover off the ball. I remember him as a high school pitcher, or a high school quarterback, as a matter of fact. Back in those days, led Simley Spartans to a prep bowl. Unfortunately, second place finish. Back in, I want to say that was 2015. Or 24. I guess fall of 2014 that was. But was it yesterday? He had.
Yeah, He had 3 home runs this week, and in a game this week, and he's absolutely been raking the ball.
After today's game, he's batting .297 on the season. This past week, 4 home runs in there, 1 walk. I mean, he has striking out 7 times, but when you're a power slugger, like him, strikeouts are going to happen. It doesn't matter if you're Barry Bonds when you're swinging that hard, it's going to happen. But it's been really cool to see something like this out of someone from Minnesota. And this past week he batted .550, which is absurd in 21 at bats or 21 plate appearances. Had a walk in there, but slugging percentage at 1200 this past week. OPS at over 1700 this past week. Been a lot of fun to follow this past week as a Cub. And he's also helped the Cubs do a 4-1 record this past week. So big things coming in from Michael Bush. We'll get to have a homecoming this next week. You're coming to play at Target Field, and you guys maybe swing down and make a weekend out of it. Friday night we watched Michael Bush. Saturday, stay down there in Twin Cities. Saturday, watch Paul Skeens and Joe Ryan duel. That sounds like a pretty good weekend if you ask me. I'm going to do that.
For sure, and it's always great for him to get hot to be hot by the time your family gets to watch you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you don't want to go over 12 with 12 Ks over the weekend. He's extremely hot going into that series, and I think more importantly for him and Cubs fans, he's doing that against St. Louis. They always mark that game on both teams' calendar.
That's game that's certainly circled that, hey, we need to beat these guys. It doesn't matter what our record is going in, obviously, but we need to beat these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a reason they play Sunday Night Baseball. This is the Sunday Night Baseball game. It's super important. One of the best rivalries in baseball, one of the most prestigious rivalries in baseball. And for him to rake the way he does in that rivalry will absolutely endear him to Cubs fans for a long time coming. And having the 3 home run game against them too is.
That's gonna make a lot of Cubs fans remember him for sure.
Yeah, if they were going to choose a regular season game to do that, this is absolutely the regular season game they would want him to do that in. Hopefully he cools down a little bit against our Minnesota Twins. But
it'd be cool to see him have some success at Target Field, though. Being back in his home state for a little homecoming for him, as much as I wanted to see him fail, unfortunately. Twins can still win, and he can still have success, though. So
yeah, absolutely. It's not always what. I think that would be the most ideal for the Bush family. I don't know, or maybe the people associated with the Bushes.
Right.
So I think that's absolutely what they're rooting for. I assume they are going to root for Michael first and foremost, but the Twins win, I don't think they'll be super disappointed.
Right. Unless they're a Brewers fan or something, but we don't worry about that.
Right, exactly.
That pretty much covers everything we got in this episode. It was maybe a shorter episode for you guys. Just kind of a tough spot in Minnesota sports right now. Not a whole lot going on. 4th of July, not super busy for sports, like I said. Amateur baseball, we're starting to pick up in these next few weeks, so we'll have a couple special guests on regarding that. And as we get an NFL training camp, we'll have some guests on to cover that as well. And I'm really excited for the next few weeks going forward. This is going to be this kind of that mid-season lull, I guess you could say. Happens in every sport, it seems like.
But I think it's good to we're gonna actually supplement some other different types of content, like we alluded to last week. I think that's going to be our first one coming out this week too. So we're going to supplement. We might do shorter podcasts, but more content, more different types of content to have some fun with it and provide some even more entertainment for this channel. And I'm excited for the stuff we get to put out here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, then there also might be a special episode from St. Louis coming up, as we'll be heading down. Max, his dad, and I will be heading down to take in some Cardinals games down at Busch Stadium. That's going to be an absolute blast. It's a couple weeks away yet, but big time in Minnesota sports, as we start the NFL stuff. Amateur baseball is starting to pick up here. Twins, obviously, hopefully they start to put things together here and make a run. So yeah, lots happening for our channel as well. So we just hope you guys stay involved. And you got anything else to say here?
I'm super excited for College Football 26 to come out.
Yes, Thursday, I guess. All those early releases get tomorrow. I didn't pre-order this year like I did last year, but I'll be playing it hard next week.
Oh, absolutely. Hopefully we can get them off the game to record the podcast.
And hey, maybe we'll do a little College Football 26 review from my end of things compared to 25. Hey,
maybe that's what the customers want to hear. The actual customer likes it and what changes they've noticed.
Mm-hmm. But hey, we will. We're gonna sign off from now. We're gonna go hang out a little bit more, I guess. And we will see you guys. Will it be next week or later this week? You guys have to find out. So stay tuned. Peace.